Hey everyone, here we are inside the toy studio taking a much closer look at K-2SO. And before we get into that, I've had people ask me in the past why I unbox so many of my toys. Well, hopefully this picture will explain that to you. So anyway, let's keep moving forward. And I just unboxed this fella, and let's take a closer look at him here. And before we even get into that, I'll just spin him around so you guys can get a look at him. And I gotta say, this guy was one of the best parts of Rogue One. Very cool character. Did a lot of cool things in the movie. And unfortunately, spoiler alert, they killed him off. And little thing I've learned about this guy is he is actually manufactured, or in the Star Wars universe, this character is manufactured by the same company that manufactures the probe droids that you saw in Empire Strikes Back, that they blew up on Hoth. So that's why they kind of have a similar color scheme and everything like that. They came from the same factory. So, and there you go. And before we get into that here real quick, I just want to spin the box around and let you guys look at that too a little bit closer. And real quick, I'll read the little description on here. A reprogrammed Imperial security droid, now loyal to the Alliance, K-2SO is an alarming sight standing within a secret rebel base. The pragmatic droid is an effective insertion agent, as he can blend in perfectly at Imperial installations and outposts. So they're just making it clear that he's a good undercover agent for the Rebel Alliance, as you saw them do in Rogue One. But let's take a closer look at K-2SO and look at his movements. And real quick, because he's an interesting shape and size, he is a little bit taller than your average figure, and he has a different shaped body than your average figure, so you can see he has different head movements. And you can see his head spins all the way around. Very cool. Up and down and side to side this way as well. I love it. I wish they had this much articulation in all the characters' necks. Okay, and then let's look at his shoulders, and you can see they spin all the way around, and there's a little bit of up and down movement on them, as you can see. And then you have elbow movement, both arms, and wrist movement. They spin and they go up and down like this. Very interesting. And because you remember in the movie, he didn't have any accessories. The character itself doesn't come with anything at all, no weapons. But it looks like the way they have his hand set up, you probably could fit some sort of blaster in there from another Black Series character. But real quick here, let's look at his hip joints, and you can see when you put him in the sitting position, his legs actually spread out pretty wide, and then as you stand him back up, they do close up, and you get a kind of a wishbone movement on him as well. Very interesting. And then of course he has knee joints and ankle joints that are movable. And one thing that's really interesting, and I'm not sure why they did this, but if you look at every one of his elbow, knee, and ankle joints, they have clear plastic so you can see through them. And I'm not sure why they're doing that exactly. It's very interesting. I'm not sure what the reason for that is. But there you go. And wow, these hip joints are very impressive. They go in multiple directions. I like them. Like them a lot. And oh, he does have a little bit of waist movement here. Very cool. Okay. Alright, and of course, in my book, the true test of a quality figure is, does he stand on his own? And so far I've had pretty good luck with this guy. Alright, and another thing I just kind of wanted to point out to you guys that's interesting about K-2SO is his size. He's a much larger figure. Some of the research I've done on this character in preparing for this video, I found out that height-wise, he's supposed to be just about 7 foot 1 inch. So if you put him next to a standard Black Series 6-inch, you'll see he's much taller. Well, not a whole lot, but you know, compared to your average figure, he's a little bit taller. If you put him back to back, you can see he's got a lot more height on Vader. But I just wanted to give you a quick comparison to compare him to your standard black figure, because he is a droid with a awkward shaped body, so he is going to be a little bit different. But alright guys, there he is, your K-2SO Black Series from Rogue One. And thanks for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Bye.